Hello everybody, this is Daniel Babis. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please do hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé here on the channel. Right, so let's get into it today, guys. We have a story for you about Tarik Myers and Hazel Kagalitan, as well as their ex-girlfriend, Minty. And guys, if you guys watched the past episode, you saw what a cluster mess this whole thing is. Now, the story we're going to talk about today is Minty kind of making some comments about Hazel herself, that Hazel is fake. But let's just go back and revisit last Sunday's episode just to kind of lay the groundworks for the story, because what I saw last Sunday was one of the dumbest things that I think that I've ever seen on 90 Day Fiancé, or period. So basically on last Sunday's episode, we saw Tarik Myers, tell Hazel Kagalitan to phone, kind of have this three-way conversation with Minty, which is their ex-girlfriend, who Hazel had huge issues with. Hazel seemed to be very jealous of Minty, and they just had huge issues. The whole thing just didn't work out. And of course, Hazel seems to have this thing against Thai women because she knows that Tarik Myers loves Thai women a lot. And so, look, Tarik Myers had this genius idea to call Minty and have Minty kind of give them relationship advice. And obviously, as expected, the whole idea bombed. It led to this kind of very tense confrontation between Hazel and Minty, and Hazel just didn't want to be there. And basically, Hazel, what happened is that Hazel only agreed to it. She says she only agreed to it. She just wanted to see the way that Tarik and Minty were kind of communicating, and to see if she can trust them. And basically, the whole thing led exactly where you expected it to lead, which is Minty kind of coming out of there more tense and having more questions about Tarik and Minty. And of course, she knows that Tarik, obviously had a big thing for Minty, and of course she also feels like Tarik actually wants to bring Minty back into this kind of threesome relationship that they had. Look, I don't get this whole thing, guys. I thought from the get-go that this is weird, and I think Tarik Myers' friend, his friend that is a girl, said it best, that this kind of thing just is going to lead to problems, which obviously it will, because you're going to have three people in a relationship, jealousy is going to get in the way, and it's just not going to work out. It's beyond stupid, it's moronic, it's just not going to work, but hey, this is what they feel like they want to do. So they went ahead with it, and they did it. That whole thing bombed. And since then, we've seen more from Minty. So let's get into this article here, guys. Once again, this is coming to you from Screen Rant. We're kind of talking about them a lot, which is fine. So let's go through this piece, guys. So Hazel's ex-girlfriend claims she is lying about being bisexual. So is Hazel really bisexual or not? It's not really 100% clear. She says she is. Let's go through this piece. So Tarik and Hazel's Thailand-based ex-girlfriend Minty, she was featured on 90 Day Bears All. So not on 90 Day Fiancé, but 90 Day Bears All, which is one of those millions of spin-offs that we have right now. So she also claims that she talks to Tarik, or Tarik talks to her every day, and that Hazel is a liar. Oh my goodness. Let's see what this is about. So it starts off by saying, while many 90 Day Fiancé Season 8 couples are worried about their relationships and weddings, Tarik Myers and Hazel are busy finding a third person to come into their relationship. Yeah, that is just weird. The couple's ex-GF, Minty, recently appeared on 90 Day Bears All and accused Hazel of lying about being bisexual. She thinks Hazel is a liar and only faking being interested in a woman because Tarik likes bisexual women. Wow! So she thinks that. Wow, that's a pretty big accusation, because it seems to me, I mean, the way that this whole thing unfolded so far this season, the show is kind of making you believe that Hazel is the one that has kind of started this whole search for a third girl. I was gonna say a third wheel, but like a second girlfriend, I guess I should say, into this relationship. But according to Minty, it's actually the other way around. it's Tarik who wants this. Hazel does not, but she's going along with it because she wants to be with Tarik. That's a pretty big accusation. I haven't really seen it that way so far, but that's a pretty big accusation. Let's go on with this piece. Tarik and Hazel first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. They got engaged. The single mother of one. Hazel, she's now in the U.S. on the K1 visa, just like the other couples. She has a 90-day period to marry Tarik, but it looks like the pair isn't worried about their wedding. So, yeah, so we're seeing here more or less of what we kind of spoke about before. Obviously, she stopped Tarik from contacting Minty ever again, so... and of course, Tarik insisted that they contact Minty again, and of course, it led to problems. And then it goes on to say that ET reports that Minty is now on 90-day Berzal and making a huge claim. So we should be correct here. We're going to quote ET because it seems like they are the originators of the story. They report that Minty is on 90-day Berzal, and she's making a claim about her ex-girlfriend Hazel. She said that Hazel isn't as quiet and shy as she seems on screen. She called her a liar for pretending to be bisexual. And then she goes on to say that Tarik is attracted to bisexual women, and that's why Hazel wants to date a girl. It doesn't look like Minty has any romantic feelings towards Hazel. In fact, she finds her annoying, but she is still attracted to Tarik, and she claims that Tarik talks to her daily. And she says that she still thinks that Tarik has feelings for her. She can feel it. She then goes on to say that Tarik checked up on her during the virus outbreak, and they have been chatting every day. Now, this would be quite a big reveal because I believe this was a bit of an issue when Hazel came to the U.S. and Tarik kind of, you know, he kind of looked like he was guilt-ridden, I guess, a little bit about speaking to Minty and not having told Hazel before because obviously, you know, Hazel gave him an ultimatum to cut off all communication with Minty. And, you know, it was kind of weird because I didn't think that Tarik needed to really tell Hazel. It was just going to lead to problems and questions and lack of trust, especially if you only spoke to her just once, just to check up on her. And it was just very, you know, there was nothing more to it than just that. I thought that he could have just kept that to himself. But maybe he felt guilt-ridden because he was actually speaking to her more than he led us to believe. So let's go ahead and read the rest of this piece here. She continues to say that he says to me, I am everything he's looking for. I can't see how he can be with Hazel. And one of Tarik's friends was shocked to hear the couple's plan about adding a new person. Yeah, this was the friend that we spoke about before. She made sure it wasn't Tarik's idea and asked Hazel about it. But Hazel said that she wants it for herself and no one was pressuring her. So, look guys, this is just, okay, so this is basically the crux of the story here. So, we're getting, Minty is causing some serious problems here with these allegations. Now, we don't know if this is true, so let's kind of just dissect this information a little bit. Is it Tarik's idea or Hazel? Now, like I said, on the show, we have been led to believe that it's been a bit Hazel's idea. That she wants this girlfriend. Basically, it's not only a girlfriend, she almost sounds like she wants a friend, really, when she's describing kind of what she's looking for. And so I'm not exactly sure. Maybe Minty is right. Is Minty right when she says that she's been talking to Tarik every day? Maybe. I know one thing, guys. When Hazel was on the show this past Sunday, basically, she admitted that she still is attracted to Tarik and she still likes Tarik. We know. Now, Tarik can tell you whatever he wants, but he likes Thai women. He likes Minty. The only reason that, you know, Hazel are not with Minty is because Hazel broke it off. So would Tarik be interested in Minty? I have a pretty good feeling that the answer would be yes. So I do think that the feeling is kind of mutual, and it just happens that Tarik is with Hazel, and so he can't really be with Minty. But yeah, I do think that Tarik would like to be with Minty, and as a result of that, if we take that as a given, then we can probably expect that Tarik did more talking to Minty besides what he has led us to believe. So this is a pretty big revelation, in my opinion, especially the one where it's kind of more Tarik that wants the extra girlfriend, which kind of leads us to believe that maybe he's not happy with Hazel, and that this couple is just not going to work out. Now, on the other hand, since they are just so focused on adding an extra girlfriend, perhaps their wedding is still going to go through. Perhaps it's a done deal in their minds, and they're still going to get married, and everything will be fine on that end. But I can see how this relationship is going to work going forward, considering this whole like love triangle kind of weirdness that we've seen. It's just so weird to me. I don't know what you guys think about this whole thing, because to me, I just can't see how that kind of arrangement can work. I just can't see it. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe Minty in terms of what she's saying, or do you think she's just trying to create trouble between Tarik and Hazel? She's kind of just trying to stir the pot a little bit because she still has feelings for Tarik, as she admitted, and she kind of wants there to be tension between them so that maybe Tarik and Hazel kind of break up and then Tarik is free for Minty. That could be another theory, guys. Like I said, we don't really know. These are just Minty's words. So you guys let me know what you think about this whole thing. What do you make of Minty's words? Also let me know what do you make about this whole odd arrangement of having, like, you know, like an extra girlfriend. I don't get it. Maybe you guys do. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, guys. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button down below, and please click on that bell for the notifications, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.